doing his job.
We just had so much good content and it wasn't even recorded.
Was it good content?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're talking about the
ourselves.
conductor
Yeah,
and
that's not
trains
that's not
and
what
my
the show's
dogs.
about.
Excuse me, my dogs deserve some airtime. Okay?
I mean, I'm fine with your dogs.
First of all, when's this podcast ever been on track?
Right. Hey!
If we were recording, you would have got that train joke.
Oh, that's a joke that people would have got if they had listened to us talk before we were recording.
Oh, it's only if I didn't just say that exact thing.
now, children.
You don't listen to the podcast. I don't listen when you're here. So
Fair.
yeah.
Whatever, dude. What's going on?
Oh, welcome to the Bar Talk Podcast. No, that's the other show. I am.
My God.
Yeah.
Wow, you really didn't have
Do
enough
I need
Diet
to
Coke
hold
today.
up like cue cards and like
Could you
for you every
That'd be
day now?
helpful.
Teleprompter?
Yeah.
I like it.
Wow, we could totally get a teleprompter. That'd be cool.
You've
Is that in the
probably have a TV
budget?
somewhere around there.
I know we have a
I feel like-
whiteboard over there. I
feel
think
like
that might
they're not
suffice.
I feel like they're not that expensive.
Teleprompters?
It's just a TV, isn't it?
No, you got to get like the clear ones that they use like.
Oh, that like presidential elections.
Yeah.
I feel like there's cheaper
Those like
versions.
plastic things. Oh yeah. That's all right. What?
Bar Talk Podcast. I am host Andy. Also here with Jess Hamill
Hello.
from wherever the hell she's from now. And
Outer space.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Restaurant. No, you're not a restaurateur.
No,
you're
don't-
on a restaurant tour.
I'm on it.
That feels like that's
Ooh, I like
accurate.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And
just continuing
Dan
my
Mahoney of South Boston, not to be confused with that guy on TikTok who was not Dan Mahoney.
The excited guy on TikTok.
Yeah.
He was very happy.
That definitely wasn't him.
Not me.
So I was having a conversation with Nick Thatcher the other day, friend of the show.
Oh yeah.
Sup,
And
Nick?
he does this mobile bartending service thing, and he has a challenge that he's dealing with that I'm like, oh, I'm going to pose this to the bartender friends.
Okay. What's the problem?
So he is doing a wedding for some woman who owns a company, and she wants her company's product used in a, you do like the wedding thing, you make the bride's cocktail or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So it's incorporating her product.
Like homemade toilet wine.
Hell yeah.
I feel like that would be easy.
Also, this event is at a prison.
Yeah. But there's the obvious drink that I'm like, oh, but like that you wouldn't have those. So she makes tomato paste.
What?
Tomato paste.
What?
Tomato paste.
What?
It's paste made out of tomatoes.
So she. And
So not
she-
even
what-
sauce, like that crazy.
Like yeah,
thick
it's like the
shit
yeah
that
the
you
shit
put
that comes in a can
yeah.
or a tube. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So,
she wants that incorporated into
like her
into the
cocktail.
cocktails.
Yeah. So like
So other
initially
than
I'm
a
like,
Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary, but like who the fuck would do that? That'd be a goddamn nightmare.
It depends on if it's a morning wedding.
I say it depends on the time.
Okay, let's for argument's sake say it's not
Okay.
because I
What's the drink that's like popular? I think it's
Gazpacho
like
soup.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Like
I think
a-
we already talked about gazpacho. All right,
Clamato?
We had a whole soup conversation. We don't need to go there again. Yeah, the Clamato. Yeah. What is that? What is
It's
that?
clam juice and tomato.
juice. Yeah, but
And a
isn't
Corona,
there like,
isn't it?
right? I was gonna say, isn't there
is
a
it in
beer?
Corona? Yeah, my neighbor got me a Bud Light Clamato.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh. I'm like, all
Your
right.
neighbor hates you?
Well,
Right, I
the funny
mean-
part is like, I'm like, all right, I'll try. I'm like, did you think it was good? He's like, oh, I didn't drink it. I'm like, asshole.
Yeah, I think it's popular in Mexico. I've seen that. Mexico and Canada, which is like totally fucking
All right.
weird. It's just
Yeah.
the north and south of us. Like yeah, no, it's beer, right? I mean,
Yeah.
there's a mix. There's a Clamato mix, but then you put beer in
And I
it,
think
right?
It's just like
beer,
a lager
yeah.
and Clamato juice, which is clam juice and tomato juice.
It's clam juice
Yeah.
and tomato juce.
That's disgusting. Who made that?
Who said, listen, I could really use some clams right now, but I also really want some tomato juice.
So it's this woman who had a tomato company and
right.
a raw bar
clam
company.
Oh, I thought you had a real story for
No,
us.
I
right?
know.
no, I'm making shit up.
So she wants
my job, Andy.
so then what else would be like the only other thing that I can think of is like if they used the paste as like a rimmer for some situation, right?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like that'd be crazy.
I mean, but maybe not even a full one, but like a halfer
Yeah.
with like I don't know.
Because he had like the
That's the
packet
only
that
other
the
thing-
stuff came in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is literally like tomato paste is so strong tasting. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it really
this
is.
enough for the entire.
Well, it's concentrated.
wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you'd have to like
No,
way
I would
way
say
water it down.
no.
Yes.
Like, ma'am, no.
Oh, geez. No? You'd be like, go fuck
like,
yourself.
no.
Yeah.
I'd be like, no. I don't know how I would be able to. I'd be like, ma'am, like, there's nothing other than a Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
There's nothing that we can incorporate
Just make
tomato paste.
Bloody Mary bar, man. That's gonna
What's a
be-
red eye? I know it's got an egg in it, but it does have tomato juice too,
Tabasco?
right?
Doesn't it
Doesn't have
Yeah.
Tabasco in it?
I think so.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I know that is because of the movie Cocktail.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some weird.
No,
Why are you
I've,
both
never, I've
looking at
never
me?
seen it.
Oh, I was just
I'm
trying to
looking
think
at
of-
you. I'm looking at you because you're across from me.
Vodka, lager, tomato juice with an egg, like a raw egg.
I think I'd rather have a Bloody Mary.
Yeah, I know that doesn't
Yeah.
sound good either. That sounds
Yeah.
like it's making it worse.
Guys ever make a red eye? That's what he says.
I've never seen it.
What?
I've never seen it.
I feel like as part of the Bar Talk podcast, you
Yeah,
need
that's your
to at
homework.
least see that.
You have a
movie.
month to watch it.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll watch it.
That's your
Next time we
job.
record.
All right,
We're gonna
so
do a
we'll-
movie
we'll
review.
Do a movie review. Okay. that sounds like fun though.
Yeah.
Like review some bar movies.
Yeah.
Yep,
We could do
Waiting
like
will be
waiting.
next.
Yeah.
Waiting and waiting's great.
Yeah. I know. What are some other like
Coyote
bar
Ugly?
Salmon. Have you
Coyote
seen
Ugly?
that? Slamming salmon.
Slam and salmon?
It's the Super Trooper guys.
Oh,
When they restaurant movie.
no,
I was like,
never
what
seen
are
it.
we
I think
slamming?
It came out before Super Troopers.
Oh, okay.
But
Oh, really?
It's pretty fucking fun.
Okay.
Okay.
So maybe that'll be my homework is watching Slam and
we got a
Salmon.
lot of episodes. We can spread this shit out. We don't
I
have
know.
to review them all.
I'm just saying that's my homework.
Okay, all right.
Yours is Cocktail.
Well, I haven't seen Slam and Salmon either.
Yeah, but listen, we don't have to do this all at once. What was the other movie? Other than Waiting, what was the other one that you said? Oh, Coyote Ugly. Have you seen Coyote Ugly?
Seen it.
All right,
I
damn
haven't
it.
seen it either.
You haven't seen? I haven't seen anything.
And it's like, I only watch movies with little people in them.
Like Station Agent?
What?
Station Agent.
What's happening?
Station Agent?
I don't know. You just keep saying it. I still don't know what it is.
It's a movie with a little person
Oh,
in it.
okay.
It's a really great Peter Dinklage movie before
Oh.
people knew who Peter Dinklage was.
Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, what other restaurant bar movies are there?
I feel like-
Do you,
We did
if
this a
you
while
include
ago.
TV shows, then you got Cheers.
yeah,
Cheers
Eh.
is classic.
Yeah, that is classic, but yeah.
not enough for me
I
to
don't know.
watch it again.
Right, I know.
And it's
enough
a
of it.
lot. It's a lot.
It
It's
is.
not like one season.
Yeah. All right, well, maybe
Restaurant bar
we'll do
movies.
that. But anyway,
There's
yes.
there's a lot of restaurant
Roadhouse.
stuff. Oh, Roadhouse is a good one.
I feel like that's more like a fight movie.
It definitely is, but it's in a
No,
bar.
it's a total
It
dive
is.
bar. Like the whole
It
point
is.
is a dive
Have you
bar.
seen the remake?
Nope.
I started watching
It's
it and I
not-
lost interest.
That bad, but it's just a totally different movie.
See-
So like if you've never seen the one with Patrick Swayze in it,
Yeah.
this would be a
Yeah.
okay movie. Like a decent
it's
movie.
like World War Z. Like the movie has nothing to
yeah.
do with the book.
Right.
Like the two Roadhouse movies have nothing to do with
Is
each
Roadhouse
other.
a book?
No, but the
World
two
War
movies
Z
have.
is.
No, I know. I'm
Yeah,
just
the
saying,
two
is
movies-
Roadhouse a book?
Could be.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It's actually like a MMA like tutorial
Yeah.
book, like how to fight people.
The bouncer safety hand.
Yeah.
The training video.
Exactly.
But they're so. They should
Yeah.
have just called it something else.
Yeah. Yeah. What other?
Because it wasn't even like a Roadhouse is like the southern dive bar, and like it's like takes place in the tropics. I'm like it's
What the second?
The-
what the second
remake.
Roadhouse? What?
the remake. Roadhouse.
Yeah, the second Roadhouse. Yeah, it's like based in like Florida or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
I'm like that's kind of.
I think it was just like a chance for Conor McGregor to be in a movie.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
He's like, I want to make a movie. They're like, I guess we can squeeze you into this one.
it was, hey, Roadhouse is popular. Let's use that title again.
Right.
It's like,
Yeah.
wait, outdated reference there, Connor, but okay.
Yeah.
The movie that has a lot of. It's not just about restaurants, but Office Space.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Shenanigans.
Yeah.
Right?
So yeah.
Shenanigans.
Yep.
Pieces of flair.
There's a lot of restaurants.
Oh, someone wrote Slam and Salmon. I was looking up some other movies. And Slam and Salmon.
I've never heard of that. I've never
What's
even heard
the Simon Pegg zombie movie?
Oh,
of Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, Shaun of the
it's
Dead.
a great
Yeah.
one. It just takes
Yeah.
place in the bar at the Winchester.
Yeah, some of it.
Most of it.
Yeah.
You mean the whole movie's like, let's go to the bar
It's about getting to the
and
bar.
then get back to the bar?
Right.
Oh, but what about World's End?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pub
That's
crawl.
a pub crawl, yeah.
So I feel like it's going to happen to every pub
Yeah,
crawl.
literally, for
Find
real.
aliens at the end. Spoilers.
From Dusk Till Dawn takes entirely place in a bar.
That's also true, yeah.
That's more of a,
we watched that just for Salma Hayek.
Yeah, who
Yes,
doesn't?
that's also
That's
true.
it.
Who doesn't? What else? Yeah, now there's like a bunch of like movies that I'm like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
That no one cares about.
Yeah, no one cares. No one cares. Casablanca, I guess.
I mean, yeah.
It takes place in a
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. So we'll have some research. We'll have some homework to do.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
have seen everything.
I've seen.
You've seen everything.
I've seen. Why do you
film
have so much
classes.
time on your hands?
You ever took a film study class in college that was just sit
I
back and
have.
watch movies? So I saw half these
I
things.
took politics and film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have taken a film study.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Actually,
I wasn't in school long enough. I'm a bad student.
Great nailed it in class.
Here's another. Well, okay, we didn't really finish the first one, but when do we ever?
First what?
So tomato paste.
Tomato paste. Yeah.
So I would just tell them, be like, there's other than a clamato, a red eye, or a Bloody Mary, there's nothing else I can
I
make with
bet
it.
there's like some like Texas drink you can make that's
Texas
like whiskey and like some kind of like barbecue saucy thing, and you can just throw some tomato paste in there.
Yeah.
Again, I feel like that's just like a Texas Bloody Mary,
Yeah.
like a barbecue
yeah,
sauce.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's also like one of those, this is a wedding, so it's like,
Right.
you know she's going to want something martini-like.
Bloody Mary martini.
Nick was saying he was going to try to mess around with
a bloody dirty martini.
Yeah, I mean,
What? Watermelon?
Yeah.
Is it because he's black?
all right, Carl.
Is that going to be my second bleep?
No, because we'll just tag Nick. What I'll do is next time I see him, I'll record something from him.
You should just
Edit it in
call him right now and just say that to him. Get his
I mean, we
stamp
can do
of
that. What is today? 30th?
Yeah.
We can totally do that.
tomato
I know what he's
teeny?
doing right now.
What's he doing right now?
He's moving his.
He's
They found like new office space for their bar storage space, so they're moving.
Oh, there's the Michelada too.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing as
gotta be the
Clamato,
same.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's your only option.
I mean,
besides
really.
the Bloody Mary. I mean, there's
Yeah.
definitely something gross out there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. All of it's gross.
Yeah,
It's just gross.
tomatoes and booze. Nah.
If you did a dirty martini with like a little bit of tomato juice in it,
That
or
actually
tomato
doesn't
paste,
sound terrible.
Like just a
yeah, you'd have to do.
Yeah.
That's the thing is like
A
Just
hot and
a-
dirty martini.
you'd have to like
Slashes.
yeah,
There
you
you
have to like
go.
infuse like
Still
the
Bloody
gin
a
Mary.
with
hot,
it or something.
bloody, dirty martini.
What about a spicy margarita? It's a little,
Ah.
little dash of tomato in there.
Yeah, see, that would kind of.
What kind of would you use a spicy tequila, or would you use like a host like a silver tequila and then like make it spicy with like Tabasco and stuff like that? So then you're in turn, you're just kind of almost kind of making.
It's what, how much work Nick wants to put into this.
So then in turn, you're just making a Bloody Maria.
Yeah, pretty much. It's all what it all comes back to.
right,
It's,
yeah.
we're
It's
making
all about
Bloody
what's the
Marys.
easiest to get done. So
That's it.
probably use that ghost tequila.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, like going back to the martini, like it's a
Paloma.
wedding, so like you don't want people to get fucking trashed on a martini.
It's a wedding.
I feel like
Yeah, but then you'd only be listen. When I went to Dan's wedding, I
Yeah.
had many drinks and then I got trashed. If I just had martinis, I'd have like half a many and then I'd be trashed.
Sure.
but I went to my cousin's wedding. They did old fashions and espresso martinis.
Ooh, woof.
But like, I don't think people sit there and drink them all night. Like most
Yeah.
of those signature drinks. Like mine was.
You-
I know
fucking
yours
easy. Mine
were,
was
like,
tequila
basic,
soda.
yeah.
So like,
But you do like
fair.
one signature drink to be like, oh, I had your drink,
Right.
and then you go.
That's
like,
fair.
drink beer.
like I never get someone's signature drink. And I've been to weddings where it's like, hey, it's Bud Light
in
Coors
my
Light.
wedding, if
Yeah.
and when I ever get married, I'm only gonna have my signature drinks. So you're gonna be forced to drink them.
I'm gonna bring a flask like I do to every wedding. I'm gonna bring that shit anyway.
Just like I
And
have
then
it right now.
My thinking is, so you have people getting hammered off of this tomato-based drink.
Imagine what the vomit's
I
gonna
was
be
gonna say
like.
when they vomit, everyone's gonna think
It's
they're
gonna be like
vomiting
a
blood.
horror movie. Yeah.
The venue is not gonna be excited.
Speaking of horror movies, did you guys see the movie The Substance?
Nope.
No.
Oh no. Okay, well that's your other homework. You
Is
have
that
to
a
see
bar
that.
movie?
It's not. It's a horror movie, but I just watched it last night, and there's a scene at the very end of it that would replicate the thought of many copious amounts of red fluid just expelling from somebody.
Okay.
So that's what made me think of it. And if you had seen it, I would reference
Reference
the
it,
end of
okay.
it. So never mind. Cut that because no one's seen it. It's
Bleep
someone's
everything she
seen
just
it.
said.
literally just. I'm not even here.
Cut her
Delete
out.
my whole track. Actually, is my mic even plugged in? Like,
Doesn't
Oh,
matter.
we've never had
You're
to
loud
plug
as
your
fuck
mic.
anyway.
We've never had to plug your mics in.
You're the only one that doesn't have sound quality
love
issues.
it. Yeah, love it. Yeah, it must be hard, like, to do private events and like just try and make other people happy in the same time you're going.
It's
Yeah, that's not
It
going to
doesn't have
work.
be a
Or yeah,
private
that's
event
going to
to
be.
have that problem.
Yeah, that's true. A public event.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's different if like. You know,
But they're like private events are like paying you a good
Yeah.
amount of money to like be like, come up with this for my event, and
Right.
like, you know, it's harder to tell them no when you know it's not going to work. You know,
Yeah.
that's why when you were shocked when I just was going to tell the lady no. You're like, wait, you're going to just tell her no? Like, yeah, no.
Especially when they can like surf around Pinterest and be like, "Can you do this drink?" It's
Although
you have to hand crush, you know,
Oh my
all the
God.
grapes for each individual drink.
You have to stomp
Yeah.
on all the grapes.
Like they just you know, they'd be like, "Well, how hard can it be? I did it," and be like, "Yeah, but you're not doing it for 200 people."
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. I mean, me just Googling cocktail with tomato paste came up with nothing. Do you know what I mean?
Google
it's
was
just-
like, "You meant something else,
right, literally, yeah. You totally don't mean what you're Googling,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. I mean, they're all just Bloody Mary based. Oh.
Oh.
This one's, hold on.
What's this?
Oh, 7 savory tomato cocktails that aren't a Bloody Mary.
Yeah. What do we got?
All right, Nick, I'm going to text email. I'm going to send this to you via pigeon carrier.
Oh,
What's like, what am I-
don't worry. We're already sending this to Nick
All right, yeah.
after the watermelon comment.
That's true.
Be like, Nick, would you like to make a comment?
This one's called the Heirloom. It's gin, dry vermouth. I mean, this one says tomato water, but I guess you could like
Well, that's the
take
thing.
the tomato paste
you're gonna
and-
have to like dilute,
Right, yeah.
Because otherwise,
be
you're gonna be like,
drinking
"Wow, this
sludge. Right.
just
Yeah.
tastes like I'm."
Oh,
eating
all right. I got
or
an
if you
idea.
did like a shot, like a tequila shot, then
a
instead of
tomato
like
paste
licking the
Jello
salt,
shot.
What is that? Isn't that called,
Chris just gave you just
Isn't
pure
that
rage.
aspic? Isn't that aspic? What's aspic?
What?
Google what aspic is.
aspic,
Say
Aspic.
Asperger's?
ass pick. I'm not sending you an ass pick.
Listeners, you can send your aspic.
But yeah, this is gin, dry vermouth, and tomato water with like salt and lemon peel.
So,
Yeah.
Bloody Mary with gin.
Right. Yeah.
Wait, what's aspic?
It's a clear, savory jelly.
Ew. I don't like how he said the word jelly.
Right?
Oh, meat stock. Okay.
Ooh,
Sorry.
meat
I-
jelly?
I thought it was tomato.
You could put it in there.
Yeah.
This one's called the Tomato Paloma. This one's tomato infused tequila, sugar, grapefruit juice, lime juice, club soda.
Gross.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all going to be gross.
It's
I'm
all
just trying to
tomato-based
help.
drink,
Yeah.
yeah.
A clear Mary,
The hell's that?
vodka, tomato water, celery simple syrup,
Okay.
lime juice, and topped with soda water. That actually doesn't
That
seem
doesn't
terrible.
sound terrible because if it's tomato water,
Again,
you
you'll
figure
just
it's gonna
use
be
the
like-
paste and water it down.
yeah, but I mean, you figure it's got to be pretty watered down.
I don't know. I mean,
They figure out how to make a
was-
pizza drink.
a pizza drink.
Yeah.
Fucking melting cheese with a
Yeah.
little blowtorch on top.
It's like a
I'm
fucking
not saying no.
a beef jerky stick pepperoni.
I'm intrigued.
Stick.
Yeah. One little pepperoni on top.
Pepperoni straw.
Green tomato and serrano, tequila, mezcal, silver tequila, mezcal, salted tomato water, but with green tomato instead of whatever. This
Like, if
lime
you
juice,
could
simple
use
syrup,
just
chili pepper,
tomatoes, it would
grapefruit
work.
soda.
Because that's like using cucumber in a drink. Because they don't like
Yeah.
have that.
Yeah.
But like tomato paste.
But yeah, that's the thing.
Oh,
The
here we
tomato
go.
paste is so concentrated.
The Red Rooster.
Red cock. Sorry.
Yes. A Red Rocket, yeah.
Yeah.
Vodka or bourbon,
Okay.
whatever, either or.
Oh, that's an either or?
That's you
Okay.
do either or. 3 cubes of watermelon,
Okay.
pomegranate juice, cardamom pomegranate syrup, tomato water, coconut water.
Gross.
But I feel like in that instance, all the sweet shit would like overpower that tomato water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And be like, I still used it and it doesn't taste terrible.
Well, it's the thing. Like tomato water doesn't. It's like cucumbers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, like there might be a slight hint of it.
Yeah.
And I think that's really the only way to do it to
With
make
tomatoes.
it good. Yeah.
A bubbly Bloody Mary with with sparkling wine and tomato water. Blech.
So it's all just tomato water.
It's
Yeah.
just, listen, just
So-
how much tomato water have we drugging here?
Yeah.
Like, what's
Well, that's the thing is like that one packet could probably make
Yeah.
8 gallons of tomato water.
The Paloma didn't sound terrible.
yeah.
It's probably gross. The Clear Mary didn't sound terrible either.
Yeah.
So there you go, Nick. We did half your work for you.
There you go, Nick.
But not really, because we only found tomato water.
make tomato water, which
Yeah.
I'm sure you want to do anyways, and you can address your comments
Yeah.
to Jess.
Yeah. Please don't send me your tomato
isn't
water
the
in the
roast,
mail.
all right? So then I saw this other thing online. This guy, Bob Asher. Sorry, Bob, to throw you under the bus, but
Oh. Local guy?
no.
Oh,
No. Just
to harass him
saw
in the
a
streets.
great idea in action.
Oh.
I am going to put great
In quotes?
in quotes.
Okay.
Okay.
Add a 6% tariff surcharge
Oh, for
to
fuck's
guest
sake.
checks. That way they know why you're raising your prices.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I feel like we've been over
The
this.
answer is no.
Just
Just
raise
raise
your
your
prices.
prices.
Yep.
Yep.
Just it
Because you're
It
never
doesn't
gonna
have to
piss
be,
off
like-
half of your
it doesn't
people.
you're gonna get more money by raising every single item,
Yeah.
food, drinks, fucking non-alcs, everything. You're gonna make more money raising your prices by a quarter
Yep.
for the hundreds of items that you have.
Or even a fucking dime.
Instead of just adding a fucking percentage tax to each check.
Yeah.
But it's I feel like people that want to do that, and I know this isn't a political show, but I feel like the people that want that on the checks, they want you to know why, because things aren't right with the government. And it's like, dude,
they're
like,
absolutely making political statements.
right.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's just like, just fucking don't.
Yeah.
Just fucking don't.
And that's, I'm not saying, there are very successful companies that make political statements. Ben and Jerry's. They're.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're hippies in Vermont. They can say whatever they want, and it's fine. You know what I mean?
I think that's also part of it.
I
People are
don't
like,
think
"Yeah,
you could
whatever."
really. I don't think you could really hate an ice cream company.
Their ice cream wasn't good then. They
Yeah.
didn't
Right,
have any
yeah.
legs to stand.
But they're pretty political.
Yeah.
But people don't want politics when they're out having dinner. Like
Yeah.
Only dessert.
yeah.
Only just
Only dessert.
politics
Only
for
Thanksgiving.
dessert.
I was in a bar recently and someone was like, no politics, because like people were fucking starting up,
Yeah.
and it's just like,
And even this is becoming an issue. And the only reason why I'm even bringing this up is this happened to me yesterday. I guess you could call it. No, I don't even know if it's politics, but people are fucking talking about the Karen Reed trial at the bar. And people are having it on TV at the bar. And it's like politics. People are so heavily one-sided
yeah.
that I had to tell people to stop talking about it.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Well, what do you think?" And I'm like,
I don't
It doesn't
care."
matter what I think. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter what I think. I was like, "You want to know what
I'm
I
not on
think?"
the jury.
I was like, "You want to know what I think?" There's too much probable cause, and it doesn't matter. And and I just left it at that. I was like,
can't wait to watch the Netflix documentary.
Dude.
That's all I want.
Have you seen the HBO one?
No, didn't know they came out.
Oh
with
my
one
god,
yet.
watch it. Yes. Okay, that's enough I'm going to say about that. But anyway, but like, yeah, like it's like don't just leave it out. It's always, everybody knows the rule. Don't talk about politics. Don't talk about religion at the bar. Religion's kind of faded out, although now the Pope died, so maybe they'll start talking about
Yeah, but I mean,
Cardinal Pizza Dance.
I even feel like though, like talking about the Pope and the Pope's election is weirdly not religiousy. It's more just because that's when people be like, well, they have to sit in this room and they're only allowed water and bread. And you're like, cool, I saw that video on TikTok too.
Yeah,
Like,
cool. I saw the movie Conclave. Yeah, all
like
right.
everyone wants to like give you the history lesson that they learned yesterday.
Yeah, right, literally.
I don't know if I've ever had to stop a religious discussion at work. And it's probably where
It's
we
been
live.
a really long time since I've had to.
Yes?
Yeah. I think back in my T-Bones days, I had to.
T-bones,
Right.
dude?
Wow,
During
that's
lunch,
interesting.
when no one else has got anything to do on a Tuesday. Like,
That's
you know?
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the last place I would think.
And you want to know why? I think it had to do with some song that was on. I think it was like a country song that was like heavily.
Ari, I'm losing my religion.
I think it was like a
around here,
country
it's
song that had
generally
to do with God of some kind.
I'm Christian. I'm Catholic. Well, we don't really have much to talk about.
Yeah.
I mean, we can.
Yeah, I'm
but
sure it
it's really
depends where
splitting
you are.
hairs.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Like if you're in the Bible Belt, I'm sure that's all they talk about at the bar.
But they're all on the same side.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but then if you find one person who isn't, then that's when it becomes like
That's when when they
full-
walk in
yeah.
the record scratches.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we don't take kindly to your kind.
Yeah.
Sorry to anybody that is listening down in
Yeah, that
the
wasn't even
Bible
really
Belt.
good. Like you should have leaned into it more.
I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't want them coming for me.
It's okay. It's dropping watermelon fucking remarks, but it won't go hard on.
But I don't want to
Southern
offend
accent.
those Southern accent
Yeah.
people.
No, it's more the religious people I don't want to offend.
No jihads
They'll
for
come
Jess.
for me. Yeah.
Jihads for
I feel like I need a shirt.
sounds like a charity.
Sounds like a fucking heavy metal band. Oh, if I ever start a heavy metal band, that's what I'm gonna name it.
Yeah, I don't think shit.
I think you should.
I think. Thank you, Dan.
nice
He's
Christian rock
I got
bands.
one fan right over here.
My
Creed cover bands.
yeah,
They are. It's kind of a religious band.
They are. Yeah.
There you go.
my favorite metal band name that I've heard recently is Balloon Party.
I thought you were gonna say Balloon Knot. I was like,
I
I
was
want to know.
No, but like
I'm listening for Balloon Party.
their whole logo is like balloon animal style.
Okay.
Okay.
And their premise is, we stand out on every metal poster.
Oh, that's fair.
And it's like, oh yeah, shit. Like
There you go.
you can read it. With some of
I
the
know.
death metal bands, you're like, what is that?
When we had because every few months at New World we'd have like a heavy metal show.
Yeah.
And they'd send me their their posters.
Yeah.
And I could never rely on the guy who books our music to give me the correct band name because he constantly would fuck it up. So then he would, because I'd search for that band name that he
Yeah.
would give me
don't
on
like bands.
Facebook and couldn't find it anywhere. So it's like, oh, okay, so that's clearly not the right band name. But then it also doesn't help that I can't read their fucking hardcore heavy metal logo. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that literally just looks like a bunch of dripping letters in spiky whatever. And I can't read it. So we're just going to say it's Heavy Metal Night. And if you guys know who the band is, good for you. You know? Yeah, I know. That's actually kind of funny. He would always get the fucking band names wrong. And I'm like, this is literally half of your job is to know what the band's name is.
We had an event at Castle Island Brewery, and we had a vendor thank the brewery, Castle Rock. And I'm like, bro, it's Castle Island. Like,
That sounds like
I mean, Castle Rock sounds like a brewery.
Castle
but
Rock sounds like a yacht rock band. Someone get on that.
with medieval instruments.
It's a Game of Thrones.
All right, you just
theme rock.
your demographic just
Someone
got
buy a
lot
harpsichord.
smaller.
Yeah, but way more dedicated.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. We're at every Renaissance fair. Come see us.
Singing "Don't Stop Believing"
Oh my god.
on my lute.
On my lute. Oh my god. I love that. In other news, in some sad news,
We have sad news.
we have sad news. Fyre Festival 2 has officially been canceled. So if anybody
has it?
if anybody got tickets, which apparently some people did.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So like 2 months ago, or maybe a month ago from today, maybe 2 months ago from when this podcast comes out. They had announced that it was delayed.
Okay.
Even though the Mexican government, and we talked about that last time, the Mexican government has been saying for ever,
Yeah,
they're
they're
it's
not here.
actually
Yeah.
not happening.
Yeah.
It's not happening. I don't know what they're talking about. So, what was his name? Billy
Billy something.
Billy
Yeah.
Billy fucking idiot. He delayed it. And he said, "Oh, like more news to come or whatever." And then like a couple days later, a week later or whatever, it was officially canceled. And the headline was like, "Fyre Festival 2 officially canceled, leaving ticket holders confused." And I'm like, who were the ticket holders? Like, who bought tickets to this?
Yeah.
Did we not learn the first time around that this was not going to happen?
I stand by my original take that if you bought tickets to Fyre Festival, you deserve
to be on that
by
island
yourself.
Especially if you
Lord of the
bought-
Flies style.
Yeah.
Like,
especially if you bought tickets to Fyre Fest 2.
I'm like, the
Yeah.
only
And can
people.
you have Fyre Fest 2 when Fyre Fest 1
Fyre
didn't
Fest
happen?
1, I'll give you the pass because
Yeah.
like
yeah.
it's not your fault that this guy fucked you over.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you
And it
like,
seemed
hey, maybe he'll
legit.
do better this time.
Right. It seemed right.
Like, how does he even get enough financial backing?
He was in fucking
didn't.
jail.
That's what I'm saying. Is like to
What,
even,
the first time?
No,
the second time.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he
to
I don't
even
think he
get
did.
like enough for a website. Like,
Oh, yeah, that's true. I don't know. You can get free websites anywhere.
Yeah. GoDaddy.com.
but it's just,
Squarespace.
but it's just
Not
like,
sponsored.
Yeah, I don't.
I know.
I don't. Get,
I just
like,
was
how
laughing
could you
hysterically when I
even
saw that.
Like, what ticketing service was he? Like,
I don't even know. Because I did not want to click any button that had to do with that
That's
because I
fair.
didn't want to be like
the
pulled into
algorithm's
some.
like, you would like to know more?
Right? Yeah. Some
Steals
cult.
your identity.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, and then all of a sudden my bank account's wiped. It's like, no wonder why he's getting funding. 'Cause he's
Yeah.
stealing money from everybody,
Like he did last time.
like he did last time.
AI Jess
Yeah.
fucking sitting
AI,
there. Come
I
to
know.
Fyre Fest for me.
But yeah, so sorry guys, if you were planning on going,
Was
You might wanna return
Ja
your,
Rule? Was it Ja Rule?
Ja Rule, yeah.
Yeah,
No, he
yeah,
was
yeah.
not involved this time.
Yeah. Ja Rule can't
How
take
did
two
he
of
not
those
go to
hits.
jail? That's what I don't get.
Because he was just like the face of it. Like he wasn't really like responsible for much.
It was, like he somehow managed to keep his name off of shit.
Yeah,
like,
afterwards, yeah.
But like, not it's
No,
like,
he did during. Like during, his
Yeah.
name was all over it.
But I mean, like paperwork.
Oh, no, I
What
know.
I'm saying?
That's because Ja Rule knows what's going on.
Murder Inc.
Yeah, murder. Like, yeah. I always joked, like, right after the Fyre Festival 1 situation happened, there was a skit that Dave Chappelle did. And he's like, somebody find me Ja Rule so I can make sense of all this. And I was like, that's totally true. So return your Survivor gear and your camping tents.
Survivor gear.
Yeah, 'cause- yeah.
That
'Cause
should be
that's
the
not
next
happening.
Oh
season
my
of
god!
Survivor.
I was gonna say, yeah,
Fyre
that'd make a
Fest,
great
yeah.
like cross promotion.
That'd be sick.
Survivor
Right?
at Fyre Fest 2.
Oh
I still
my
wouldn't
God.
watch it, but Alicia would. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
she can tell me about it.
I'd
There
probably
you go.
I'd watch clips of it or something, just
Yeah.
enough to be like, all right, I don't need to watch it.
Yeah.
The TikTok version.
yeah.
I've always wondered what it'd be like to work at a festival. Because we have Levitate
We have Levitate
up here.
Yep.
And I've actually been, like, they actually, like, Levitate every year, they put out, like, a thing saying that they take bartenders and you have to fill out a form and they prefer for you to do all 3 weekends. And if you don't, then maybe they can fit you in. And, like, I did it a couple years in a row, but I couldn't do all 3
Yeah.
days. But my friend Lindsay and Brian have done them. And they always say that it's not all that it's cracked up to be.
Definitely not.
Like, because they're just thinking, like, of the sheer amount of people. And there's not, have you been to Levitate, Dan?
I don't like hippies.
Yeah, well, I live with one, so I kind of.
Your hippies okay.
Yeah, that's right. Have you ever been to
I've
Levitate?
not.
Okay, so there's not that many beer tents or like.
Everyone's stoned.
Well, yeah, but what I'm
Yeah.
saying is, like, so there's maybe like 5 or 6 places to get a beer. So
Yeah.
you're thinking there's thousands and thousands of people over the weekend. You must be making bank.
Yeah.
And like when my friend Lindsay did it one time, and like we did the math. I mean, she's there from like
You're probably
sun
there
up to
for
sundown.
I was gonna
like,
say at
you
least
know,
12
like,
hours. Yeah.
because she's there setting up and she's there stocking and she's
Yeah.
doing whatever, serving all day. And 9 times out of 10, there's not like 2 shifts, right? So you
Yeah.
don't come in for the first half and the second half because where the fuck are you going to park?
Yep.
Right.
There's no parking.
Yeah.
And she, like, we did the math and I was like, that's like
Child labor right there.
$25 an hour.
Yeah.
Like you could have made more money working a shift at the bar in
And had
a
your
short
whole
amount of
day.
time.
Yeah.
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 So I always wonder and Matt's also done festivals, but not as a bartender. He as like a pit crew, like a
He was the guy that painted people's faces.
dude. I wish if he was like high on LSD and he was like, woo!
You're a
because-
tiger.
Well, because he used to tour with Government Mule,
I don't know what
Okay.
it is.
Yeah.
which super hippie band,
Yeah.
like super hippie band.
So
But he
was-
knows
he
it
was
from
like a roadie.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
yeah.
kind of like a roadie. Yeah, and like so he he knows it from that aspect. And to him, that was a lot of fun because all you do is you should go in, you set up, you do this and that. And then you kind of have the whole day, right? Like he's like, I was watching the shows, I was hanging out in my tent, like I was hanging out with people. So like, that's different. But like, to me, I would think like bartending at a festival is like just not fucking worth it.
No, I could totally see that.
Yeah. But they get people and they, like, it's not a shortage of people that want to do it.
Because everyone's like, I'm going to make a ton of money.
Right.
And
you're in there in the hot, blistering sun, 9 times out of 10. Like,
And a lot of it is that kind of, at the end of the day, you're like, yeah, I made bank. And you don't really stop to think about like, but how much per hour?
That's exactly what happened with my friend Lindsay. Like, she's like, I made like, I don't know the number off the top of my head, but like, I made all this money all this week. And I'm like, I was like, that's it? And she worked 3 days.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's it? She's like, well, yeah, but then, and then like you could see it starting to click in her head. And I was like,
16 hours. And we had to show up an hour early for the safety meeting. And then it took me an hour to get out of the parking lot.
Right.
And,
like, it's just like, to me, this doesn't seem like, and I think they stopped selling it like probably like the last 2 acts of the night, you know? So like, they're not there super late, but then you want to stay and like watch the music and like, I'm sure like whatever. But I'm like, to me, I'm like, nah, thanks. It's like, I don't want to waste my whole weekend not making that much money. If it's like and especially if it was like for me like an instance like I'm making salary now and like I'd be able to take the whole weekend and that's like extra cash for me, then yeah, sure. But somebody who's just like a regular like that, you're bartending and you're taking shifts off of your other job, right? It's like, to me, that's not worth it. Yeah. And then I feel like you deal with way more idiots.
And God only knows what they're on.
Right. Yeah. Well, again, like Levitate, like everyone's just fucking taking shrooms and they're high as fuck and no thank you. Although there was a funny story one time when my friend Lindsay was working it. She one of the people she was working with who I was like kind of acquaintance with, and like just happened to have her phone number. She just happened to have mine. She got locked in the walk-in. And so she texts me, she goes, hey, it's so-and-so. I don't know if you still have my number, but you know Lindsay, right? And I was like, yeah, I do. Why? What's up? She's like, she's like my bar boss for the day. I'm locked in the walk-in. Can you text her and let her know I'm in here so she can let me out?
Which is amazing because I could see you not having service.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, what if I didn't? And like I was at work when I got it, and like luckily I had my watch on, so I saw. But like, what if I didn't? Like, what if my phone was like sitting somewhere else? If she's stuck there for hours,
or Lindsay didn't see your text.
Right? Yeah. It's like she just happened to know somebody that knew somebody that like could let her know. Locked to the walk-in. And then like, how are you locked in a walk-in? Like, aren't those things made to not be locked into?
Yeah.
But I guess if it's like a portable one and maybe it's not really up to, I don't know, like that's standards. Like,
and like Levitate is one thing.
Yeah.
Because it's one of the biggest, best run, longest running festivals in the country. So you're like, all right, I feel pretty okay about bartending. But like, can you imagine the people who were signing up to be bartenders at Fyre Fest or the last Woodstock?
Right. Oh my God.
Have you guys heard about Capula Fest?
No.
Oh. This is one of those moments where I'm like, I kind of start to believe in karma. So there was this dude that I knew from back when I did Comic-Cons. And he's an author. I'm going to put air quotes around it now. I feel comfortable like being mean to him. So he was also a evangelical Christian, flat earther.
Oh.
Yeah.
So a cult fest.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. Cool.
Well, no. But he started promoting Christian bands.
Okay.
And that kind of like started to take off for him. So he started to throw a music fest. So he was like obsessed with
Creed.
No. Romeo and Juliet. That's because they were the Capulets.
Oh.
You know.
Jesus Christ.
So he started Capulet Fest, and he did it like 1 year, and it was apparently kind of a big deal. Like I hadn't heard of it.
Where was this located?
Connecticut.
Oh, Jesus. It's the worst state ever.
I agree.
End the story there. We get it.
So then this was either the second or third year. So they were doing it some raceway, and they were selling, meet and greets and VIP passes and campsites. So like you could go there and camp for the 3 days.
Okay.
And people were getting hotel rooms, and like 2 days before, I think it was 2 days before.
Yeah.
They moved it from the location where it was to a club in Hartford that held maybe, I'm going to be generous and say a quarter of what was expected to attend. Bands started dropping out left and right.
Of course.
The racetrack itself put out a statement saying that he failed to pay them the money that they were expecting on such and such a date.
Sure.
You know,
Sounds about right.
the stage people that showed up to set up the stage were like, you know, you're supposed to have you know, a money order or whatever. He's like, I don't have it. They left. So then he somehow conned this.
Ja Rule.
Yeah, he ja ruled it into this club in Hartford that had like an upstairs and downstairs.
Okay.
There were like supposed to be like 20 some odd vendors, and he was like, no, don't worry, I have hotel rooms for you. He didn't.
Of course.
So like half of them showed up.
So this just sounds like the Fyre Fest of Connecticut.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Seriously.
So like a ton of bands bailed out. People were like, I got a hotel room 2 hours because it's Connecticut, so it's like 2 hours away. How am I supposed to go to this? And they're like, you didn't read the
fine print.
The fine print that says no ticket fee will be refunded for any reason. And
This guy sounds like a winner.
the second stage, like a band was playing.
Okay.
And security walked out and basically like flipped the switch, and shut them off in the middle of their set, and they're like, "You got to go."
Was it all Christian bands?
No, it was all like hard. There were Christian ones, but apparently like there's some decent hardcore Christian bands. I don't know. I'm not a hardcore person.
Like Creed.
No, like hardcore.
I just like to fit Creed into any
Creed is
situation.
hardcore. Wow,
I just like
you're
to fit-
definitely not a hardcore person.
Yeah. You
but
you
to
can't say that to me about 3 weekends ago when I was mosh pitting with a bunch of fucking 20-year-olds.
But to the point where the Connecticut Attorney General is like filing
a
lawsuit again, and like there was like press conferences, and the whole time I'm like Googling every 20 minutes, like Capulet Fest update.
That's
How long ago did this happen?
This was last summer.
Really? That's
so recently.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I only know because
Well, listen.
someone that I am like acquaintance with online was like, you know, Crapulet Fest, and like called the dude out by name, and I'm like, I fucking know that guy.
Listen, if you're naming anything after that, anything that has to do with Romeo and Juliet, you know it's gonna die.
Yeah.
Hey. Boom, boom, ching.
That's our
Right?
Shakespeare joke for the episode.
I mean, I'm not wrong.
No, it was a decent joke. It just took me a second.
You were the one that made the Romeo and Juliet reference.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't.
I know. They died.
I got it.
Yeah, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
cool.
saw the movie in high school.
The one with Leonardo DiCaprio?
Oh, no, I've seen two of the movies. Then. I have seen that one. No, there was another one that they showed us, and we had to get like
the old school one.
yeah, like
black and white one.
Notification.
Is it black and white?
No, it was
I
not
don't
black
know.
and white.
Yeah, I don't think it's
Like-
black and white.
It was like in
know.
the 70s, but
I'm sure
there
there's a black and white.
Well, I'm
version.
sure there is.
was like nudity, and they're like, you have to get your parents.
You have to sign a waiver?
Yeah, 'cause they're showing boobies in
No,
school.
I know, but listen, that whole package is odd.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Like, I'm trying to think of any time that I would have to like go home and be like, Mom, they want to show me this video in school and it's got boobies in it. Can you sign this for me? They'd be like, what are they fucking showing porn?
No,
Be like, yeah, it's
explained
health
it was
class.
Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah. I don't think I'd be a festival girly.
It's
Nah.
I'm all right with it. It's a different kind of breed. I've actually thought about like being a vendor at a festival, but the logistics of that for me were
it's
like I don't
us.
do it like on the regular. Like I don't have like stock of like stuff. Like
you would need thousands.
I know.
But
Like,
the other thing is like you would also. I think the people that would do well is you're selling things either like
selling marijuana flags,
but
bongs.
like
Friendship bracelets.
But like no, friendship bracelets.
That's a
like,
Taylor Swift show.
that like that Reiki hand. But like if you're selling for something that someone needs to carry,
exactly.
fucking forget
It's, yeah,
it.
you're
Like, you're not gonna sell shit.
If you can roll it up
Unless you sell
and put it in
tote
your bag,
bags, too.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
If you can roll it up and put it in your bag, whether it's drugs or apparel,
Yeah.
that's the only thing that you're
Right.
basically going to be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But like, and then to me, like, yeah, like even just lugging it around and like just setting up and being in the hot sun for 3 days, I'm like, this doesn't seem worth it to me.
Yeah.
Oh, the couple times we worked the Water Street Festival, I was like, I will
Even
never
just
do any of those
One day,
things.
we're like, fuck this.
Oh, that one's insane.
Yeah, the Waterfront Festival.
Yeah.
I know this will probably be the first year that this will be the second year that I haven't had to do it in a while. And that's always a nightmare. No matter how much you plan for it, we always would run out of food.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, okay, we'll bump it up X amount this time. Nope, still ran out.
matter,
Same exact time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, all right, well, whatever.
People ask me, like, are you
although
going?
the-
I'm like, fuck no.
Although
nah.
the Thanksgiving Day parade one was always fun.
Yeah.
Oh, the one in the food tent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was always fun.
It's
Because
just- I
like
just got
you're
fucked up
giving
at
right.
10 a.m., that's why.
Yeah. Well, because you also have to like you're just giving out like samples.
Yeah.
You know, and it's free. You don't have to take payment. You don't have to wait. Like you know what I mean? Like
Oh, yeah,
and so
yeah.
you're just fucking around for like a whole day,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's just like a fun vibe.
So it's like,
anyway.
would you like to eat this? No. Good. Move
All right,
along.
cool. Well, yeah.
Does it have
But
booze?
right, yeah.
No. No, thank you.
You're taking time away from me from doing Jello shots that I've made.
I'm
and
not
packed.
eating today.
If
No,
I-
the Jello shots is what we're eating.
Yeah. If I go to the Waterfront
Tomato
Festival,
paste jello shots.
Bring it back around.
I go down while they're still setting up to see like what vendors are there, and then I'm out before like it really opens because fuck that.
The Water
Yeah.
Street?
Waterfront.
Or
Waterfront,
that,
yeah.
I wasn't paying attention. I zoned out.
Either or.
I love parade
Either
day.
or.
Parade day is great.
Dude, I haven't been to
Listen.
Parade Day in so long.
I don't even know what's going to happen with me this year for Parade Day. I don't work downtown anymore. Woo!
Come hang out.
My God. All right, I got
Well,
how many months to plan?
We'll go get breakfast at New World.
Yeah, I know.
You're like, can I talk to the manager?
I know. I've been in like 3 times since, and all 3 times where I went to go see the band, but I just walked into the kitchen, and all the new kitchen guys, because Bridget and Nick are gone too. They
Yeah.
left for Tennessee yesterday, and I'm just walking through, and I was like, "Hey guys, what's up? Don't worry about me." Just coming through.
I still do your schedule.
Still do you payroll? Yeah. Yeah, I know. Parade day. Wow, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
That's exciting. All right. I'm going to RTO it right now on my app.
RTO.
Yeah. Request time off.
Oh. I got you.
What else would you call it?
Self-employed.
Yeah.
Fish, can I not come to work today?
If I need time off, I just go fish. You're covering this event.
Yeah.
And then I take that.
No,
Down.
I guess parade day would be a obvious day off for you guys.
Yeah. I stopped scheduling things
How
that
about,
day.
yeah. How about we do
'cause I wanna go.
a walking bar talk podcast on parade day? We
A man on the street.
So, okay, here's the thing. Here's the
there you
thing.
go.
We tried to do that one time. I don't remember. It did not go. We had.
Oh, I think you did mention like
we
you
had
went
the
from
shit
bar
to
to
do. We
bar.
can totally do it.
Yeah.
I think we were like, oh, it's episode 15. How exciting! Let's do a pod crawl.
Oh my
and
God.
like I can't. I just think like people were just like, what is this? Why you want to talk? And it's
Yeah,
just,
but
it's different now.
that was on a well. That's also probably like on like a normal day, I assume.
I don't remember.
Like if it was like
literally
parade
like-
day, everybody like get me on your podcast, bro.
Yeah. People who work at Main Street have a podcast.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
How are we not collab?
Because I just found
Collabing.
out about it, and I was talking with
Who's
them.
the people? Who is?
Fuck if I know, man. People at Main Street.
This
I don't know people.
I don't
who
even
work
know
at
it still who works there anymore.
Lisa still works there.
Yep.
I want to say it was the guy I talked to was a bouncer. I don't know if they're all bouncers. So I'm gonna plug these guys. I don't know if they're good. I'm just gonna say I haven't listened to it yet, so
What's
don't
the name of it?
don't at me, bro. The
was like the-
Distilled Nightlife podcast.
Distilled Nightlife Podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was
Okay.
talking with them about.
I
doing
don't hate
some,
the name of that.
No.
No.
And I'm like, we should like get together and like record some shit.
Well, we
And-
tried to fucking get that dude online that I sent you. Remember?
Yeah.
And he was like, he ghosted us.
Yeah, that happens.
Douchebag.
So,
That was the.
but they're all.
That was the
walking-
buyback podcast. Yo, bro, I'm atting you.
Wow.
We tried to fucking.
So Nick Thatcher and those guys can email Jess Hamill at
Wait, what was the name of it again? The
Distilled
Distilled.
Nightlife.
Okay.
So they were. I don't know if they were recording or quote unquote researching an episode, but they were doing like a
Distilled Nightlife.
a bar crawl, and I thought this was interesting.
They have 16 episodes.
Yeah, 27 is the golden number I found. Like if
Wow.
you make it past 27, you're gonna be around for a while.
Oh, cool.
But So they were doing a bar crawl. They decided in advance what cocktail they were going to get. Like each person was getting a different cocktail. And then every bar they went to, they got that cocktail. And then they were going to like compare and contrast kind of thing.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm like, oh,
So the description of this is Thirsty Thursdays, but every other. 3 guys, 1 mic. That's... I don't know. Should probably rethink
What are the
that
other
one.
2 names?
3 guys, 1 mic, and a whole lot of opinions on a local bar and nightlife scene. From dive bar drama to craft cocktail critiques, we break down the best and worst spots to grab a drink, people watch, and maybe even make some questionable decisions. All right. I know what I'm listening to today.
Yeah, I got to give it a listen.
Yeah.
So.
All right, come on here, and we'll all talk shit about the local scene and the shit that's going on in life.
We'll get everyone together and we'll do that one in an evening and have some drinks.
Ooh, yeah. Let's do it at Main Street at night. I don't want that. Are we rounding third?
All right. I think that's the last call. This is part of the episode where we go around and plug whatever we want to plug. I'm going to start with me. I'm going to plug the Distilled Nightlife podcast.
You asshole. I was going to do that.
There's 16 episodes out. They are acquaintances, I'm going to say. And check it out because we're going to.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's nice to know that other people are doing the same things that we're doing.
Well, that was the thing. Is like I'm like, wow, that's very similar.
I know. Directly, and up until recently, directly across the street from us. So.
Yeah. Jess, what do you got?
I don't know. I don't have much going on, so like I don't have much to plug.
Maybe some dog fences, you know?
Oh, yeah. Anybody knows of a dog fence company that can come and install it for free? Because I don't want to
like military grade stockade fence.
He's not a Rottweiler. He's just like this tiny little
just
dude.
Springy.
Yeah, he literally has springs for back legs. No, I'm gonna sponsor orange Gatorade and vanilla vodka. This episode's been brought to you by.
Don't do that.
Why?
Because we don't make Gatorade money.
Orange.
Orange
Thirst quenching
orange drink.
electrolyte drink with other natural flavors and vanilla.
Because I'm sure there's an orange Powerade or something that would be just as good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. An
Gatorade
orange
free advertising.
electrolyte drink.
Yeah, there you go.
And vanilla vodka.
Just call it sports drinks.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sports drink.
Sports drink. Yeah.
Okay, that's
Can
what
we
I'm
beep out
plugging.
the Gatorade thing? leaving the watermelon.
Right. Yeah. Leaving the racist jokes, leave out the plugging. Okay. Sponsorship plugging.
What are we hating on today, Dan?
Yeah.
I'm not going to preach hate. I'm going to preach team bonding because I found a way to
Team
bring
bondage?
team bondage. We decided a way to bring our staff together.
Ooh,
we
look
had
at
a
you being
couple
productive.
people from work running the marathon,
Okay.
and we bet on who was going to run fastest.
And you bet. And you made it gambling.
And we made it gambling.
right.
Team bonding by gambling.
Yeah.
All right.
And then
I got you.
I had to text the person I bet on to run faster. And she did. So
I know, we didn't even get to that.
Did she win?
We'll get to that.
she
Or did you win by betting on her? I suppose that's the correct
I
way.
did not, unfortunately. So we had 3 people running, and I wanted to do 4 runners. So I used someone that ran last year.
Oh, okay.
And unfortunately, her time was very fast.
Oh.
So I kind of put a ringer in by accident.
Oh, okay.
And the
What
girl.
a Jordan thing to do.
But I mean, Jordan does it to benefit himself.
Yeah.
Right.
I unfortunately did not have that. Because we did
All
it.
right.
We did like Kentucky Derby style by pulling random names out of a hat. So
gotcha.
it's fair. Because this is really just a warm up for me gambling on the Kentucky Derby. And that girl from the year before, I was like, I don't know what marathon run times are. I'm
Yeah.
sure that's that.
Right.
I don't know. 18 minutes? Is that is that too much?
Yeah.
So the girl I bet on, I have money on, came very close. She
Yeah.
only lost by like 2 minutes.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
And
pretty
So
Yeah.
she was the fastest one that ran that this year. But like I said, I unfortunately picked the fastest person in the fucking universe apparently, for the ringer by accident. So
Yeah, well.
This guy Barry
How much-
Allen works for us.
yeah. So I highly recommend just gambling on your staff.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might bring that in. I might incorporate that
Do it,
into my,
yeah.
You know,
my staff.
it's funny. Like that kind of thing is a really good team builder. Like we used to like be like, you know, oh, I think the correct answer to this, whatever the problem maybe is this, and the other person be like, oh, I think it's this, and be like, I'll bet you a soda. Yeah, that's kind of like the thing, and it was
Yeah.
very friendly until one kid transferred to another store. And like his boss is like, oh, you know, this is the answer. And he goes, no, I'm pretty sure it's this. And his boss is like, no. And he's like, I'll bet you a soda I'm right. And he was right. And then he got written up for gambling. I'm like,
Fucking
that's
lame.
a dick move.
Yeah.
That's a dick move.
All right, so bet on your staff.
Yeah, it took me 5 minutes to get 30 people involved.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Nice.
gambling helps.
And how much was the bet?
It was like everyone,
Like
you threw in
$5?
$5, so
Yeah.
you won 20
Wow.
if you won.
There
so,
you go.
Yeah.
Listen, $20 is better than no bucks.
Yeah, and most of her pay attention to the marathon.
Right?
Tracked all
Look at
all
you.
30 people. Literally just had them all lined up on the sheet. I'm like, run fucking faster.
Did you have like a chart where you like moved
I know.
them along?
That's too
I
much
could
work.
see it like a carnival with like the horses and like,
Yeah,
shoot
yeah,
the water
yeah.
at it, and they're just
Yeah.
like, tick, 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 tick. Like I could see that.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Right,
Yeah.
perfect.
Next year.
Next year.
All right. So if you want to email us, you can email us at bartalkcast@gmail.com. Place your bets for next year with Dan. You can
I only
also
take 10%.
You can follow us on all social medias at bartalkcast. And that's it.
Later.
Bye.
And thanks for checking out the show today, listeners. If you enjoyed the content today, you can go over to patreon.com/inebriart to support the show. You can join over there for just a few dollars a month and help us provide this fun content that you just checked out. You can also email us at inebriart.com with your questions, complaints, and concerns, or you can find us on all social medias at inebriart or at inebriart6 on Instagram. And also don't forget to check out our other shows, Bar Talk Podcast, Old Colony Cast, Inebriart, and all the other shows on the Inebriart Network, which you can find at inebriart.com. Thanks again for listening.